What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine.
Now, if you're new here, this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related that tickles your fancy. Hit that subscribe button. You sit back, enjoy this on video. Alright guys, on today's video, I'm still trying to clean up my area. We are doing some excuse me, of my last repottings or uppottings or just moving around potting. And then I also need to check on my ficus moonshine, Chivriana, whatever it's called. We'll explain more about that. I'm a little upset. I'm also uppotting my Cerone as well. It's like one of the three. It's not the top one, but it's one of the three that definitely needs a bigger pot. I think it should. Yeah, whatever. But we're gonna get into a new pot, which I did find some new hanging pots at Lowe's as well. Now the next video, I'm pretty sure. Well, there's also one more because there's this here new plant. That video hasn't came out yet. It's gonna come out. It'll probably come out today. I might release it today or during the week. I don't know. Yeah, it has to be during the week because that water video has to come out before that because I missed a lot of plants. Then it'll be kind of pointless, you know. So anyway, but yeah, I need to figure out something to do with that. Where are we? Yeah, my Hoya compactor, I want to get it out of this hanging pot situation and put it in this here pot here. Now my Hoya, what was in before that? Hoya Waidia, was in this pot, but I ended up going to Home Depot, you guys, and I got another white pot, switched them out so it'll match the Kentiana. The variegated, and yeah, once you see the setup then you understand why it's just the eyesore, but we're going to fix that. I also been fixing a lot of other little things before I show you guys the area, but everything over here is set aside from this here Hoya. Can you see? No, you can't see. It's in there, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I should have started with this here ficus. I'm also thinking about, I think I told you guys, I think I'm retiring these ficus, this Altissima. I'm definitely not getting rid of my GrowStar here. So, yeah, we're going to figure that out. Yeah, should I start with that? Because that's soil. No, because I have my soil for my Hoya in the pot that I might use. Well, I actually got that pot. I was looking for more of those size pots that I normally use, but for some odd reason they do not carry those type of pots at this here Lowe's location. It's like you have to go to another city to find those. But anyway, I found that pot and I guess I'm going to use it now. I really don't have a choice now, do I? I was adjusting a leaf, sorry, but don't have a choice. But this is her. If you guys know, you know, she's way longer than what she looks like, but you know, I've wrapped it, and I'm trying to check. Yep, she's already trying to root, so there's no point in me trying to unravel it. Yeah, that should be a perfect fit. That's a perfect fit. Y'all probably can't see. Yeah, that's a perfect fit. But you see the hanging situation? I don't know, since my setup over here, I've gotten rid of a lot of plants. I'm happy about that. But, you know, I've acquired a lot as well. And I keep saying PlantCon. I wanted to go to PlantCon, but we have a plant show that is going to be at the end of June. Everything likes to happen at the same time. It's like, and then I'm going to be, influencer there, so there's that. What is this? Philodendron. Oh my goodness, I got rid of this here plant a long time ago. It's like one of the devils. The Philodendron Plumanii citrus. Found the tag on the bottom of that. You won't be able to see that, but whatever. That plant there was the devil. But anyway, I have the soil that I need. I do have some bark in here, a little perlite, or a lot of perlite, a little, what's that stuff called that I use? Sphagnum moss, and some rocks and stuff. Actually, the rocks came from the bottom of this that Tiziana, my Wadia was in. I need to turn it some more, but we're gonna get her out of here. Yeah, she's already rooted. I was gonna let her do the hanging thing, but there's like it's not major roots, but you can see that there. That's rooted there. Yeah, that's like the only spot that she's rooted in. See? And there's tons of new growth. She's been getting. There we go. She's been getting blasted with the spider formulite, literally not right up on her anymore, but close enough, y'all. And she's been doing the dang old thing, and I've just been watching her grow. I guess since I'm not like a Hoya stalker, like all of this is grown within a year. All of this is grown within a year, because all of this was inside of the pot when I got it. It was like a small, well, I guess the 6-inch pots are not really small. Was that a peduncle? No, that's a root. I'm trying to check you guys. Let me know down in the comment section. Do you guys have chiggers in your location? Yeah, she was rooted. I guess I'm just going to, because I want it to kind of, yeah, but then I don't like this space. This is why I put it, this is why I wrapped it. I hate all the extra whatnot there. Dilemmas. I can cut it here. There's root there. I'm not going to bother it. But I do see wood. Small wood ants in here. Oh, there's little spiders in here. There's a little eco in there. I remember when this thing this is not, okay, let's get to it, y'all. We're gonna leave it hanging. I remember when this thing had millibugs. It's like tons of new growth. I don't wash this thing at all. I just keep it watered, typically bottom water. But since I had those roots wrapped around, I did sometimes spray the top as well. I probably got too much. There's no way she's filled up this pot. There is a way, but you know what I mean. Let me cut this. Let me turn this fan off so it's not blowing soil. Oh, yeah, I figured. Okay, so she's not quite rooted. So what do I need to do, Pete? Let me get up. Y'all seen all that soil fall? There's a mess in here. And a mess. Okay. Alright. Okay. So yeah, she's definitely not. Could have stayed in that for a good while. Alright. But it's okay. Please just stay in one slither. Get your butt in there. Oh, I figured. I did it anyway. Oh goodness. There's soil everywhere, y'all. Don't worry about that. Alright. So as you seen, I just had to pour most of that out. There we go. And again, try not to disturb new growth or the root ball. This is interesting. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, and I guess since it's loose, I can adjust these here vines. Look at this. I could take that out and do like a trade from these cuttings. Alright. So you probably won't. Let's do this then. There we go. Stay. Okay. So, yeah. Now I'm just adjusting these here how I want them. And it's going to be kind of an interesting backfill. I guess I have a lot more soil. I just figured that it wasn't going to be, you know, that much rooted, which is crazy. But hey, she's alive. Oh crap. Oh, she's alive and growing. Alright, you need to come that way. Alright, so let me take this one. There we go. I guess since we're taking them loose apart, it's the backfill. Alright. How is everyone doing? Has anyone acquired any new plants? I do know summer is coming. Today is June the 2nd. Happy birthday, sis. Today is my sister's birthday. I do know it's starting to warm up. Whoa. And a lot of people, you know, have their cutoff dates for when they stop. Once they stop watering. When they stop ordering. And we're all in different locations, so yeah, let me know down in the comments. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I hope I didn't mess anything up. I really hope I didn't. Now those cuttings are looking, you know, that we took out, might have to get put back in because I do not like, oh, how this thing looks. I could just do what I just did before and cut it and put them back. Well, cut this one and put them back in there, but we already know it takes so long for these here things to grow. Like, should I just do this? Gosh. Like, I wasted a lot of soil on the ground, which is okay, because before I show you guys this here corner, I have to clean up anyway. But here it is. The initial soil that I wanted to use. Alright. So luckily, I mean, it wasn't too bad aside from the mess that I just made. And I also don't like that some of these leaves are buried. Ooh, there's an empty stem. I can get some roots out that stem, but yeah. Alright. And some over here. And now I think we're done. Yeah. I can't, I mean I can. I would say I can't. I don't need to rather water it because this soil is fairly moist, y'all. So now it's just a waiting game. She's gonna go right back where she was in front of this here, up under this spider light where the high irrigation stuff sits. I really should. Y'all, I was thinking about cutting this thing and just making a fuller pot. It's gonna slow its growth down. There's a nice, you won't be able to see it, but there's a nice root there. I could chop it there. There's that root system there. There's two more cuttings. Nope, we're gonna leave it. I want to get it to bloom, which is usually my goal anyway. And this one here should be a year old, y'all. We got this last year. You see what I'm saying about 2 cuttings? Should I just put them back in there? You know? Yeah, let's just put them back in. Let's do that. Because I have enough props going on. I don't know. I just stick it in the shop. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Unless someone wants to trade it for it. It'll probably be gone about time you guys even get this here video. But anywho, we're done. So this is her. I decided to keep her hanging since we have a situation up here. Oh, get you back. Oh, gorgeous. And I definitely need to. Oh, yes. And since she's in this glass pot, yeah, the weight is perfect. Oh, that is pretty. That is so prettiful, y'all. Y'all should see what's going on here. And then I can hide some of the soil like this. Okay. Okay, look at that. Look at that. That look good. That look freaking good. Now I just need to get that ghost and something else. That black pot is killing me. And then I also need to check this here thing because it has a, I mean, I know it's not going anywhere, but if that thing breaks, that is just going to be so awesome. Awesome as in like, whatever, y'all. Alright, so we got these, we're going to keep these out. And then next, let's put you down there. Let's go with, let's finish this soil crap up. We're going to get her out. This out the door. Soil. Alright, so this here, ficus, both of my ficuses, they sit wrapped kind of sort of under the pond. And when I fill up the pond water, it overflows, which is okay. I fill it up to the rim down here, which means the water still has not yet stopped seeping from the top area. And once I cut the lights and stuff off, everything cuts off. And once the water trickles down to the reservoir area, it kind of overflows inside here. You know, but let me show you guys. Like it shouldn't, you see that? Yeah, that's letting me know something is wrong, especially with something like that. And even the top one, the big one, is doing it also. So, this is one of the newer pots that I got today as well from Lowe's. This is a 8-inch pot. Good soil. Where's the other pot? There we go. I just don't need it as of now. But let me just pull this out. I mean, yeah. Yeah, she definitely don't need it. I'm trying to save some of the roots that have spread, but it's not many, y'all. And I can definitely see like some shingly stuff, so there's tons of rot as I expected. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Trying to save as much of this root as I can. Oh, what in the world? Here we go. Alright. See, she's supposed to have way more roots than that, and then you can see from when I put her in there. And this has been probably a year ago. Tell about a smaller. She's a gorgeous little thing. I might just keep this one and get rid of the other one, which means I shouldn't put her in this here pot. I mean, I can, and she can just sit in here for a while, because I'm, like I said, I'm getting rid of a lot of these. Yeah, her. Yeah, she came right out too. Alright, so we're gonna find the bigger one. I don't have the room. I have the room, but I don't have the lighting for her. So, y'all, this turned into a semi-declutter. Alright, so we're keeping her, right? Right, we're getting rid of her, right? Right. Which actually frees up one of my bigger planters Okay, so we're not doing anything with these. I don't have what I need because I'm not sure if I want to keep her into this. Like, come on. Yeah. And then this one is way more variegated than that one. But I do love this one because this one have like the on off and the half moons and situations. Gorgeous. Alright. I might end up giving her to my neighbor. Oh, she's in her plant journey. And I can teach her about a ficus. And she's gonna definitely need a grow light. Unless she keeps it outside and make it a annual or perennial. Whichever one of those that come back. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. We're gonna just, I'm gonna cover this here with soil. I'm gonna give her this here with soil. There we go. We're gonna cover it with soil until I give her a smaller, I mean that is pretty on its own. However, which means if I keep it, now I have to find a spot for it to go. And then this one was kind of sort of covering that hole over there. Alright, so we're through. Oh, this turned out a lot quicker than what I expected. Simply because, I mean, look at it though, y'all. Of course, you got one side variegated, other side not variegated. Just freaking cool. There we go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, right? Again, we're going on that thingy. The plant show. We're gonna figure something out. If not, you know, I can put it out in the yard, and it'll definitely come back every year. Which I might do that. Make a planter, blast it in full sun. Oh, all right. And these are pots. These are 14-inch, right? 12-inch. These are 12-inch hanging situation. I found these at Lowe's. They were like $5. The tax are like $6 something, whatever. I decided to max these out because of my love for my pendant anthuriums, and I don't really want to get rid of them. There is one which you guys can see here, which is my Vitellifolum. She still have those. You probably can see it better when it's edited, but yeah, she needs to be cut up. Definitely out of that there situation she's growing in. I'm probably gonna have to break them. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this Cerone out the way, you guys. Oh, and this is the last one. Oh, and we are done. And then the rest of them, or anything that I mentioned that I said I was going to do, we're going to do it probably off camera, which will complete the potting situations. This is her, this is she. I still have those leaves from when, there we go, those yellow ones. Yeah, but we're trying to get her back to the ruffledness, like that. But it'll definitely let you know when it needs a repot and just stop growing. Yeah, and then I put it into this one. Now this one had already had a nice root system to begin with. So before I even take this out, you guys, yeah. So this is the pot. I don't like the what are those things called? The hangers, the black hangers. I wish it was more like the cord, maybe nylon, or whatever the crap is called. They give it more of a sleeker, modern, how about not so cheap looking look? Oh, you in here. Oh, she in here. She in here. There we go. You better get on up out of there. Look at that, y'all. Gorgeous. No rot in sight. Pretty healthy roots. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot grow a healthy, functional plant in sphagnum moss. Oh yeah, she's gonna love this. Now definitely could have stayed in a little while longer, however. Oh, perfect fit. Wait, check the horizon. Not so perfect. But I don't wanna, you know, me being me and not doing it, and then next thing you know, it's late. It's too late to try to fix the situation, and I just can't, you know. So she is like gorgeous. I cannot. Oh, there's no sphagnum moss in there. I cannot wait until she gets way bigger than what she is now. More of the waviness, of course, which I still have to check, because I've also learned growing plants, although they look good. This is what I should have did. Hold on, guys. Let's do this. There we go. So I can flatten it down some more. That's it. Well, where was I going with that, y'all? Oh, your climates. Your climates also affect like leaf growth, shape, size, color, whatever. And so I have to, I just turned this thing sideways. And so I have to just make sure the conditions are conditioning. Now that the mornings are morning, like cool mornings instead of freezing, I don't even turn the heater on anymore unless I'm out here cold. If I'm sitting out here early in the morning, or out here repotting or recording early in the morning, then I'll turn the heater on. But if not, yeah, they are subdued to the cooler weather, which I know some of them do like it. And then also I had the issue, I think I told you guys already, my Anthurium pepe got a semi-heat stroke. A new leaf was coming through, not hard enough, expanding rather. Yeah, I had to work a double that day. I had already figured it was just too hot in here. The door was closed. I usually leave it cracked. That's if it's like a regular day, but nope. It didn't happen like that, y'all. Let me turn it this way. And it cooked it. It cooked the freak out of it. Oh, nothing I could do about it. Aside from now, making sure I keep the door cracked anytime I leave. Now, if I'm just here, then the door is usually open or prop open, which is, if you look at this here, philodendron painted lady, she loved trying to turn her leaves towards the door. But yeah, I leave it open and let it ventilate itself out until I can. And I already found a nice size PVC pipe. I think it's like one of the big ones, not the massive ones, but the regular big ones, maybe like toilets or, well, I don't know. It's bigger than I think a sink. I don't know what it is, but, oh, this whole front part is empty. What is going on? But yeah, and then I have that hole at the top where that tree punctured. If you guys remember that, a tree punctured the top, so yeah, I thought about just putting a PVC through it and let the top breathe. Make a makeshift, what do you call it? Some type of makeshift cover to cover it. To keep like the insects and things, you know, what are those things called? Wasps and stuff out. But yeah, we're gonna try that eventually. But the crazy part about it, I should have been did it a long time ago, literally a year ago. I still can get it. It's just, you know, do I remember? No. Last thing on my mind when going out. All right, is that it? Yeah, I already have this. Yeah, you can see here. You seen that in the last video? That Plantwitpete, that was the new leaf, y'all. The new leaf. I don't know why when stuff happens to plants, they go straight for the new stuff. Not the old stuff, but the new stuff. My Barina lights, I told you I tore them up. I need to go and check and see do they have. We're done here. Yep. She's in this 12 inch. I think they have an 18, but I didn't see any 18 inch hanging pots. Now this is going to be the tricky part. Oh yeah, now she's heavy. Oh shh. Alright guys, so now I have to try to balance. Oh no, it's a pot up under there. Lord, I forgot. I'm finna kill her. I am finna, it's a pot. Y'all. And it's itching right off the pot. Alright guys, we'll be back. Oh, yeah, that was an exercise. A good old workout. How because it's hot in here. It's okay. I'm gonna have to rearrange some things in that area. Maybe move it over backwards. Because I'm thinking about taking the Adabap in the house inside of the cavern. Once she's, I don't know. I wish I had like a real close by plant friend that I can just, you know, I can feel safe to give her away. Yeah, I have to switch around some other things and do a project, maybe off camera, just do myself. Sit out here and chill, figure some things out. But that is it here, guys. Let's make sure that I have anything else that need to repot. No, that was it. Doing that off of camera, the ghosts. That is it. My Venus flytrap is flowering, y'all. Pretty flower. Check out my Instagram. If you're not following me, give me a follow. You know. But that is it here, guys, for today's video. I need to figure out if I'm going to keep that little ficus or not. I really want it because it's highly variegated and it's growing slower, of course, than a green. Yeah, but then we have to find a spot, you know, to place her. And right now, yeah, what she was the best spot for her. But that is it, guys, for today's video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what are your plans for this here summer. I'm trying to get everything in my collection, at least out here, together. Everything in the house is usually together, just out of place. But usually together, way better than out here. Let me know in the comment section below. Everything I do use here will be in the description box below. Go and check them out. Some of those still come with discount codes. Save a little coin and check out as well. And then also, y'all, like those black pots, I wish I could have found those. I could have ordered them, but I'm not ordering them. If I found them, I found them. If not, just so be it. But my other pendant anthuriums, yeah, like my Gazas, my gladifoliums, they don't have S's on them, I just put S on them, but I want to upgrade those to bigger pots, which I'm pretty sure that's why my gladifoliums stopped pushing out those freaking awesome leaves. But that freaking, is it Freddy? Because the pendants is right there. It has to be the Freddy. No, the Freddy is right there. Whichever one it is, that's the one I broke the leaf off. Anyway, y'all, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like to support the channel. This little thing down there, just follow instructions. $2, $4, whatever you give, I'll be grateful for. If you can't do that, have an Etsy shop. If you want to check out my Etsy shop. Grab you a couple plants, whatever the case may be. Just watching the video also helps as well. Just make sure you guys hit the like button. That is it. And I will see you guys on the next one. Is that it, Pete? Yeah. See you guys on the next one. Bye.